Well, I'm Dr. Mike Milligan. I'm here with Dr. Rich and Dave Madow. And they've meant a lot in my life, and I'm going to tell you about that. And we're going to have a few videos on our site with them because they do so many different things. But in general, they have things for overall practice development. Their seminars, which I've attended many. And in fact, through their seminars, I met Rod Kurthy, and I've whitened my teeth with his system. And my financial consultant is someone I met through them. They have their audio series, which I've done many of. Their e-newsletter, monthly newsletter, I'm a lifelong member. Their daily tip that they do now is fantastic. You really need to get on that daily tip. And now they've got their dental powerhouse. Regarding new patients, they have their social media marketing and pro mail, which I've done and is wonderful. Other special products, front office help, profitable dentist scheduling training program, which I need to get today.
We've got one for you, waiting for you.
Like we'll take care of it. Don't worry about that.
I appreciate that. Collection forms, which work fantastic and we've used for years. Buying group, dental lab with discounts, and then some books that they have as well. Fantastic books. I read them on the plane last night. Rich and Dave, thanks so much for being with us here on Dental Mastermind.
Mike, it's a pleasure, and I didn't realize we did so many things until you started reading that list.
I forgot about half the things. Yeah,
that's why I went through that, because you know, so many times you can really impact someone's life and you don't even know it, and you've impacted thousands of dentists' lives, and so in so many ways, and so it's a real pleasure to have you with us. And we're going to go over several of these things, but on this introductory video, what I'd like to do is just, where did you guys get with all this stuff? You're practicing dentists, and you did that, and then you've come up with so much help for dentists. Tell me a little bit about the history of that, and also something that they're not going to learn anywhere else about you guys.
Oh, that's scary.
I know it is.
So maybe a brief history of how the company started. Dave and I were practicing, not practicing together, in different parts of town, and we lived on the same street, oddly enough. Our kids were young, our families were young, and we would get together and brainstorm ways to help each other's practices, because we were both always interested in learning new things and developing new things. And one of the things we actually developed together was a collection form to send to patients that weren't paying. Right. And it worked like wildfire. And we started thinking, you know, this works so well for us, let's figure out a way to get it to other dentists.
Right, so that was the first thing. That's
pretty much the company was born with that product.
That's what I thought, because that's the first thing I got from you. So where to go from there?
What happened after that? It was exciting. We had a P.O. box, a telephone answering machine, and a Toyota pickup truck, and that was our company.
Well, it was funny. You know, we lived on the same block. There was one house in between us, and we would be running to each other's house. And I think the neighbor in between was getting upset. He was wondering what was going on.
He wanted to build a tunnel.
These sacks of mail.
Right, sacks of mail.
But where to go from there? I think after that, it's funny. A lot of dentists knew that we were kind of like becoming experts at collecting money from slow-paying patients, so they started asking us for advice. So we started writing some articles for some of the some of the dental journals, and the articles seemed to go over really well. And we decided, I think it was at that point, we decided we should write a newsletter. We've got really great ideas for dentists. We should write a newsletter.
Well, you know, in the dental journal, you have to play it a little bit straight, and we wanted to say crazy things and things that you couldn't, things that no one else in the world would publish. So the only way we can do this is to do it ourselves. Right.
So that was way back in 1993. We decided to start a monthly newsletter. It was called the Richards Report at the time, and we started getting tons of dentists that wanted to subscribe to this thing. It was just, it was amazing how quickly it grew.
You're very frank in those and very unique. Like no one else writes like you do. And I think I've been a member ever since you started.
You're one of the first ones.
You've been a charter member. I remember that. 93.
So as you know, we were saying things that others were maybe afraid to say or couldn't say in a public forum. And of course that led to a following that was a very strong following. Everybody said, hey, these guys are telling it like it is. Yeah. And we decided, let's do more things. We've got a great group of thousands of dentists across the country. So, you know, it led to seminars, as you talked about, a monthly audio series, which is still going strong, ways to help dentists get more patients in their practice and do higher end treatment, and all kinds of good stuff. It just all gelled, and here we are today, over 20 years later, stronger than ever.
Yeah, and we're here at their office. It's a beautiful facility, a large office, several employees. And it's just
Several.
going-
Wait a minute. We have hundreds and hundreds of employees. What do you mean several?
Well, it's funny when you saw the office. You saw, of course, we have a fantastic front office team with our
You do.
our general manager Richard Train and
Yeah,
Harriet
that's a great
Sieber's been with us forever, and Hogan Allen, who's fantastic. But then we also have kind of a little warehouse and a
Yeah.
table with about 12 to 15 elderly women back there.
Wonderful ladies.
Kind of our mailroom warehouse, and they just have a great time. And they love the fact that they're actually helping dentists all over the world, sitting in that little warehouse. So they really love it.
That's fantastic. Seems like the whole attitude of the whole Madow Group. And so, just very briefly, a little bit of something where we're not going to learn something anywhere else about you guys.
About us personally?
Wow.
Well, whatever, personally, professionally, whatever.
Let's maybe tell them something personal that they never would find. Yeah, maybe not dentistry, maybe something about us. That would be.
Well, I'm a little embarrassed. Maybe you'll have to go first.
Maybe I'll just talk
You're
about.
embarrassed? You've never been embarrassed?
Maybe, I wonder if people just want to know a little bit more about our interests. I mean, I'll say I love to ski. I love the outdoors. I'm a runner, a very slow runner. I've been running for many, many years, but I'm not fast.
Have you gotten there yet?
No, I'm still waiting to get there. That's the problem. I feel like I'm running in circles, but I've been doing it for over 30. I love a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the fact that I'm not a really fast runner has helped me run for so many years. I think a lot of the real fast ones seem to get injured and all kind of crazy things happen. So I just keep plugging along. But just things, healthy lifestyle stuff and outdoor stuff I like.
Okay.
Great.
And of course, that's where your book came from, which I read last night on the plane. Very easy read and fantastic book. Impress the world with your body in 7 days.
7 days. You can do it in 7 days.
Great.
So if you get started today, Mike, I'd say by next week you should be okay.
Might take me a little longer. Okay, Rich?
Well, I'm a musician, as you may
Yep.
know. I've been playing instruments my whole life: piano, guitar, vocals, several brass instruments, and I've been in a band for many years now. The band's called Bedtime for Jack. We play all over the area at festivals. And interesting about the band, it's 4 guys. 3 of us have been friends since 3rd grade. So I won't tell you what grade I'm in now, but we've been playing music together for a long time. I'm a big music fan, collector of instruments, guitars, records, memorabilia, trivia, all kinds of things like that. So that's probably my main hobby or fun interest, whatever. I'm also a world traveler. I've been to every continent except Antarctica.
I didn't know that.
Many countries all across the world. I like kind of exotic trips. I mean, for example, my kids and I just got back from Ecuador, where we did some mountain biking on volcanoes and hung out at the equator and just had a great time.
Oh, wow.
So I try to find off-the-wall places where many Americans in particular don't go. So it's been fun.
You got 2 kids, Michelle?
2 kids, Michelle and Steven.
And Stephen, okay,
Yeah.
great. And how old are they?
They are 23 and 20.
23 and 20, so great trips with them.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of fun.
All righty. Well, Rich and Dave, Rich, thanks so much.
Thank you,
And
Mike.
Dave, thanks
Mike,
so much
it's
for being with us
always
here.
great to see you.
Why don't we take a second
right.
also to say that we've known Mike for a long time, and he is a progressive thinker. He's done many things in dentistry that others were afraid to try. He's a great guy, ethical guy. We're really proud to be his friend, and it's great that we've known you for so many years, and we've shared ideas about things in and out of dentistry. So
You bet,
Yeah.
you bet. Well, thanks so much.